All right, class, this is chapter number 9, and here we're talking about the ability of an organization to adapt to its surrounding environment so that it can best serve its clients and at the same time be able to make profit. So how does a company do that? From the reading and for our purposes, there are 4 real focus or foci of a company. The first one, knowing its core competency and making strategic alliances. Core competencies are what you do best. If you're UPS, you deliver packages best. Okay? If you're Southwest Airlines, you get to the hub closest to the town without having to fly into the town. A strategic alliance is when you align yourself with a company that may have a different set of core competencies, but they complement you. Okay? So the idea is that you're able to benefit symbiotically by joining together. Next, the company has to be able to right-size itself. Right-sizing really means when I get too big, I downsize, and when I'm too small, I get larger. Okay? Trying to find that Goldilocks point where we're just the right size for what we need. Next, you're going to respond to customer demands. 4 very important concepts I want you to carry forward in your MBA careers. CRM, this is customer relations management. These are computer systems. Microsoft makes them. Many manufacturers make them, where the purpose of the program is to align the company with the needs of the customer, okay? And to have a flow back and forth between the customer and the company so that whatever the customer needs, the company is providing. And whatever the company wants to sell to the customer is aware of. TQM stands for Total Quality Management. You'll notice that as you go up and down 128, you'll see companies that'll put placards out that says we're ISO certified. That means that they've met a certain level of efficient and effective manufacturing, their total quality management. And as a result of that, they're able to bid in on certain projects. IT obviously is the technology component. Just-in-time technology. This is a new concept in the last 10 years. It has been supported by the fact we now have sufficient IT and TQM. The idea is this. The last thing that as a company you want to have is a lot of your capital tied up in inventory. Just in time allows you to eliminate inventory so that as the product needs to be manufactured just in time, the raw materials are coming in. A quick example of that. If you're an automobile manufacturer, the last thing you want to have is a lot of frames, a lot of seats, and a lot of steering wheels sitting around waiting to go into cars. So they have just-in-time manufacturing. In other words, as that car is ordered, just in time, the frame will arrive for it, the engine block will arrive for it, everything will arrive just in time so that the car can be manufactured. You can see it's heavy reliance on the customer relations, the total quality management of everybody involved in the supply chain, as well as IT that's required. Because if you fail in terms of the manufacturing sequence and you're using just in time, the whole process comes to a grinding halt. But these all feed in together. The last idea for organizations trying to be as efficient as possible is the idea that they eliminate the borders and barriers. In other words, the company wants to inject itself, infuse itself into the fiber of its customers so that the customers now don't want to leave. Okay? An example that I heard on the radio here today as I came was Bloomberg was reporting on Google. Google, when you hire them to set up your website, your email, and all the rest, wants to get to be such a part, such a piece of the fabric of the company that you could never leave Google again. Okay? They literally have now become a part of you. Okay? That's the idea. They've now eliminated that border and that barrier. Amazon, another company, you get onto their website as selling something, they help you and they're directing how you do it. They become a part of you. They might even help you get your product to their warehouse so that it can be then shipped to the consumers of your product. So it's that idea that we get our company, which we manage, as deep into the fiber of our customers that they can't afford to leave us. Okay? And in that way, now the organization, our dynamic organization, is now not just living off of ourselves and what we do, but that of our customers as well, become a part, shall we say, of the ecosystem of business in which we operate. That's the idea of what's really trying to be taught in this chapter 9. Now in the next lecture in chapter 10, we're going to discuss HR. See you there soon.